outside.
That nigga said my jogging pants.
Jogging pants ashy. That's funny.
What's good, y'all? Everyday podcast. I am Dooch, and today we got a special guest. We got my boy Mwanje, who is a podcast producer, podcaster. Started out early with us, a long ass time ago.
Sure.
And I'm glad to see, like, we haven't got. It's supposed to be me, you, and Tone doing this.
Oh, okay.
But, you know what I'm saying, I'm just happy to be around you because you the future. We've always said that. You were the one that was, you was in the metaverse going crazy. You was in there going crazy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That shit was crazy,
man.
dog.
That's funny.
How you been?
Good, man. Good. I can't complain. Man, I'm 2024. I'm trying to figure out how to take it to the next level.
Man, me too, dog.
Like, where are we going? What's the future holding for, for podcasting in general?
Yeah.
And it looks like AI, man.
Exactly.
It looks like AI.
Exactly. See, and that's the thing. Like I'll be liking to tap in with you because you like me and shit. Like trying to figure out like what's next.
Yeah.
Like okay, I see what people doing now, but like what's the future of what we doing right now and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been trying to tap in with like get in like producing like with bigger bigger companies?
That's been the goal. So right now, my goal is I got a couple businesses in mind that I really want to tap into locally first. Mm-hmm. But I have done like, as yourself, like I've done a couple, if you want to call them corporate shows. Like for instance, I know when I saw you had Black Lens, I was like,
that's my guy.
That's amazing. I was like, that was good. That's good. You work with Social X as well too. Yep. So just having those, I work with this gentleman out of Chicago. His name is Kenneth Cole. Mm-hmm. He works. He's like I want to call him like the nonprofit genius. Like he'll just start a nonprofit easily. Yeah. So he got a nonprofit that works with the Cook County Health Department. Okay. So we started a podcast called Thinking Beyond. And I be trying my best not to host stuff. I was like, I produce it easily. But I do not want to be on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll do it. And it's been dope. Like, so that was like, that's a nonprofit I'm working with. I had something with AmFam. Not like directly, but the podcast is the AmFam podcast. Yeah. It's called. Oh Lord, I forgot the name of it. But it's with Joanne, who's the founder of Sherman Phoenix. Okay. So her and her partner, I want to call her Star Shell. It's not Star Shell anymore. I'm sorry, but they do the podcast together. Okay. And so that's one, and then I got something with hopefully. I'm speaking it into existence. Actually, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah. But I got another podcast to go to. Someone told me just not to say nothing. Not to say nothing. The ink ain't dry yet.
But no, I've been on LinkedIn trying to get in with like Sirius and all them shit.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I've been filling out applications trying to get into those and like get remote salary type shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing the same shit that we do for all these people locally and shit. Yep. Trying to get a bigger bag and shit so I can quit my job and do this shit like professionally and make a bag off of it, man, because we know what we doing.
Yeah, Oh, yeah.
Like, for real.
Honestly, that's the crazy thing. Like, talking to certain people, they were like, oh, you do that? You do it that way? And it's like, you don't? That's normal to me. Like, what? So on the real, I was working with this show out in LA. They were starting a podcast, and it's like the names. Oh, now all the names are eluding me. But they were like they were also a nonprofit. Mm-hmm. They had an app where like it was like do social good app. So like you could be in Milwaukee, and if you got like some type of social good thing going on, you can put it in an app and people can like it and donate to it and stuff. So they had a podcast, but they were like, because they were in LA, one of the hosts was he was like a producer. I think he produced like a movie. I forgot what movie it was. Yeah. So they wanted me to come in and be their, remote producer.
Okay.
And so they gave me like a little trial run or whatever. And I had to produce this episode of one of the producers from Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
So they gave me the episode, and it was like, cut it up and do things like that. And what I found interesting about it is like they have this long podcast, but they want you to cut it down to like 30, 40 minutes. And I'm like, so I'm listening to it like nonstop. And then plus they recorded it already, so their audio is in there, and it sounds, sometimes we be sounding trash.
Sounding trash.
Like, oh man. So I did it. So after I got done with it, it was like, oh, you did a great job. Like, thanks, So I'm like, okay, so what's the next steps or whatever? Yeah. They was like, well, we'll give you equity in the company. I'm like,
what?
I'm like, so this is how they do it. Like, they give you equity in the company. I'm like, okay, so now I gotta put my business hat on. Look at y'all. So now I need financials. I need to look in y'all books, like what's y'all projections and stuff like that. Yeah. Needless to say, they didn't work out.
Yeah, I already know, dog. That's crazy to think that instead of giving you some money, they was just like, fuck it, we'll give you equity in the podcast.
It was a startup. It was like a startup, and they had like different investors, like local, not local, but they had like football players and things like that. They were saying, and he, the guy was, one of those entrepreneurs that, he was like, the LA entourage entrepreneur. If you ever watch Entourage,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So and so he was just like, yeah, man, like this is gonna be the future. This is gonna be great. I'm like, okay, all right, but I need present money. I don't need no future money. I need some present money for sure. Now, So yeah, man. So that was interesting, and I had another tryout, if you want to. I won't call them tryouts with it was Lifetime AMC. Oh, okay. It was two women producers. I want to say they pitched their podcast. It was called A Seat at the Table, I think it was called, and they pitched their podcast to AMC, and AMC said cool. AMC, Lifetime, all that stuff. So I was like, okay. So they gave me an episode that it was already out. It was Kyla Pratt. Episode. They interviewed Kyla Pratt. So I did the episode, gave them notes. They were looking for an actual showrunner as opposed to a producer. So I just, I went through the episode, gave them notes and things like that. I even put little emojis in there, I think they ended up going with somebody else though at the time. Yeah. This was right before I was transitioning from my old job to where I'm working at now as a teacher. And so I didn't get it, but it's interesting what these folks are looking for. Yeah. I had an interview with it was not ABC. What's the name of the place? It was one of those networks in New York. I fumbled that bag because I forgot they were ahead. So I was in the bed just chilling, and I got a phone call, and I'm like, what is this? New York, like New York. And I even Googled the number. I'm like, oh man, I missed. Man, it was bad.
Damn, dog.
It was bad, but it was one of them.
The networks out there.
But it was one of them news show podcasts where they had like the news anchor doing a podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was like, I was like, do I really want to do that? Like, it's probably gonna be boring
as fuck, bro.
So I tried that, and after that, I was just like, man,
it's crazy to see where podcasting is going from. Where, when did y'all start? 18.
2016.
2016. Oh, okay.
We started right
because we started
after y'all.
Okay, yeah, because we started end of 2015. But to see where podcast has gone from there, like damn near everybody got a podcast. Low key.
Yeah.
Entertainers, athletes, rappers, singers, like you saying, producers doing it now and stuff like that. Just to see, I think everybody looking for a bag that might not be there anymore and shit.
Yeah. You're right. I was
not saying that there's no money in podcasting, but the big bags, like everybody was getting like
Spotify,
60 million for 3 years and stuff like that. Like all that stuff that's done.
Yeah,
but if you can get on your grind and get on your hustle, you can get your Patreon up. It's ways to get money in it. You know what I'm saying?
Independently, for sure,
exactly,
for sure. Yeah, I think I just did an episode for one of my shows, Share the Vibe, Devin. You know Devin.
Yeah.
And so we did a show. One of his homegirls was a guest. Her name was Jaslyn. And so she works at a radio station now in Atlanta. And she was saying the reason why she started her podcast was because that particular radio station in Atlanta was like, the boss like, we're gonna open up our podcast division, and like I want y'all to start pitching shows to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking like, y'all just now doing y'all podcast division? You know, I don't know how long the station was running. I don't know if it's a new station or not, but for them to say that they can have their podcast division
now,
and it's like, man, it's crazy. It's I've been trying to really kind of get into that corporate mindset.
Me too, bro.
Like you said, and it's just, it's different. It's different.
It's different.
It's different. It's really, it really.
I know
it's
gonna be like a job, but you know what I'm saying. It's something that I know how to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't have to learn a new skill. You know what I'm saying. It's something I've been doing since 2015.
Yeah.
At a high level.
Yep.
So how do you feel about the See the Thing just said that they're ending the podcast. It was another one I think that I just heard that they said that they're ending their podcast. And I think it's going to be a lot. I don't know. They haven't gone into detail to say what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know they were getting a lot of ad money, low key. They're assigned to an ad agency, if I'm not mistaken. So they have money coming in, but I think with people building sets now, like all this stuff is getting expensive and shit.
Teams.
Yeah, having producer teams, post and all that stuff like that. That if you're not like us, where we're like, I'm thinking about getting a person to help me out, you know what I'm saying, for when I record my own podcast, because I want to get an extra camera, I want to get the switcher so I can have a better production. But now I have to ask somebody, you know what I'm saying, to do those things while I'm sitting here on the couch and shit. So
yeah.
I see where that shit can go down, fam.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too, because that's actually on my vision for this year as well. Finding an intern that will be able to free me up some of the shows and go after those corporate people. Yeah, and then I can shake hands, because one of the angles I want to take, working with corporate, is saying, hey, your podcasting is marketing. You should have podcasting in your marketing department. If you don't have it already. Bro. Then here's how you do it.
I be wanting to say that to my job, low key.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is it's audio marketing. It's audio branding, audio marketing.
Talk about our products and stuff like that. Definitely have it.
Exactly. And I got so many different ideas for it. Like one, for instance, why don't you have your customers on your episodes?
Exactly. Give
talking
testimonials.
About testimonials. Talk about, you know, why they use the product. What are some of the things that, and even if you don't put that out there to the public, that could be a focus
on your
thing.
website.
Yeah, on your website, exactly. Like, or you can have an intra podcast where it's your employees, where the CEO is dropping an episode every week, or employee of the month, talk to such and such because they've been working here for 5 years, and you know.
How do they feel about the company and stuff like that? Just to give people extra content when they come to your website. Like,
exactly.
Like it doesn't hurt at all. You spend money on bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
So why not?
Pizza parties.
Dog. Oh my God, I hate those. Dog. They do those down there.
Donut day.
They do that shit like once a month too, dog. Like, oh my God, just give me some money, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't want no pizza party. Give me some money.
Nope. Yeah. Gift card day.
Yeah. On the real, but that's like you said, bro. I think that if you're gonna do it, might as well. You know what I'm saying? You spend money on any other like you said, it's marketing. Fam.
It's marketing. That's all it is. That's all it is. You can outsource it, or you can have me come in for consulting. Yeah. You know, and that's what I was able to do. That's another bag I've been looking into now, is consulting.
Consulting. Yeah. I was trying to do that. Oh, this girl was trying to help me do that back in like 2018, 2019, low key. Try to figure it out that bag, like going in to consult with people and helping. That's where because she actually linked me with somebody that was looking for it, and then we kind of had some differences of what it would look like, but. He wanted me to come in and kind of record and do the stuff like that. Same thing that we were just talking about and stuff. So yeah, dog.
Yeah, my Aziz was here. Yeah, so I helped Aziz with his studio for Empower, and he just showed him the equipment. And he just did like a little test run and say, "Hey, this is how you do it." What's interesting about Aziz is, and I think you do it too. And correct me if I'm wrong. What? He liked to use the micro SD chip.
Yeah, I got that. That's right.
Yep. So you do. Okay. So I need to get there because when he did it and I tried it and I was like, oh, this is smooth. Now I just put it in my computer, good to go.
My adapter that goes into the Mac, it has the micro SD like slot in there, so you can just download it. As soon as we done, take it out, put it in there, drop it down on the Mac, and then put it back in the Rodecaster.
Yeah, no, that's actually a great idea. I need to do that for backup as well too.
Yeah,
because I've lost some stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly why I do it like that, bro. Because I you still can use it as an interface to record in Logic and do all that stuff. But yeah, I like to put it just in case something happened, bro, because I done lost plenty of podcasts doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Fucking up. I lost many a podcast fucking up like that. Or don't be recording the track and shit, but you can hear it, but I'm not recording. You know what I'm saying? Just doing shit in Logic, bro. I did it all the time, bro.
Like you said, that'll get corrupted. Oh my God. Shout out. I always shout them out. I got to shout out to Crystal and Jen when they did Such a Effing Lady. Yeah. They were my first podcast I ever produced myself, and they let me make all the mistakes.
Oh man,
I needed that though.
I done made, oh my God, plenty of mistakes, bro.
Like even just
tech file, oh my God, I done messed all that down. I can't even explain it, bro. How many times I done fucked up, bro.
Man, even like soft stuff, like not bringing my computer to the session. Yeah. Like, Jen, can I use your computer? That was so unprofessional. Like looking back, that is unprofessional. Using the client's computer. No, that's terrible.
On the real.
I would look at. If I had an intern and that happened, you would get fired. Yeah, you get fired on the spot. Bro. Like, come on now, you gotta have.
What new tech or equipment you using? You just told me you got the 2.
Yes, I got the 2. I literally I haven't even touched it yet. So honestly, the new Shure microphones is the newest thing I got. Okay. So the new Shure microphones, the SM, I always mix the numbers up. SMB7, whatever it's called.
The Michael Jackson.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson joints. Yeah. So now they have a built-in preamp.
Okay, so you don't get the cloud lifter.
You don't have to get the cloud lifter anymore. Yeah. It's just $100 more. And man, it's beautiful. It's less cords.
The motherfuckers sound amazing, bro.
They are great. And all you do is flick, back, on the old ones, you got to use a coin or something to change the thing. I'm like, man, now I'm scratching up my mic. I just got it. Like, what's up? Yeah. So those are nice though. Those are nice. You just flick a switch, and if you want to turn the preamp on, you can. If you want to turn it off, you can. And just one cord. You don't have to worry about bringing those.
The cloud lifter. I forgot who I was telling about all the equipment that I used to have in the studio and all the cords and all that stuff that I used to have. And now I got one. I got this. What's the name? I got this now. This Zoom ZDM4.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
So I got it for when I travel. Now I got these mics. Get some cords. I got 4 cords, 4 headphones. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't got to be lugging all this shit through the airport. I can hold it in my hand and shit. Like.
That's dope. I actually got. So you said 4 inputs?
It's 4 inputs.
I might have to do that.
4 inputs. 4 mics, 4 headphones, and if you want to do it 3, you can do 3 in aux cord or 2 aux cord and aux cord and like a computer or some shit like that. So it got a bunch of different, and it got the phantom power supply, all that shit on it.
Wow, okay. I'm about to get that.
And it's cheap, like $150, $175.
I'm about to get that. I just bought the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. I had one before, but I
still got one of them.
Still got one. Okay, but it has 2 inputs. Yeah, but it sounds good. It's portable.
Sounds great. Yeah,
and I got it because I saw Bryson Tiller one time.
Oh yeah,
the old Bryson, not old Bryson Tiller, but Bryson Tiller when he first came out, and I was like, "What is that?" And I took a screenshot, zoomed in on. That's a Focusrite.
Focusrite. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
I definitely got a Focus. I just bought Apogee has a new like 1 or 2 channel shit like that, so I got it for recording when I'm on the road recording.
Okay, yeah.
So I got one of those, but I also bought the fucking Focusrite has a podcast one, like a podcast interface. Yeah, it's in the other room. I'll show you afterwards, but it's not the best. You know what I'm saying? But it worked for when I needed it. You know what I'm saying, to do.
Dope.
And you can use it for streaming. It's good. It's good. It's just the sound of it. You know what I'm saying? I got to dial in the sound. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
But this is my new, you know what I'm saying, baby. You know what I'm saying? On the rails, I can put everything I need right there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So But it records on the same thing. It records on the SD card, all that shit.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, I remember I had last year around this time, roughly. I had to go to Atlanta for a podcast for the podcast that I was talking about earlier with AmFam. Dude, I went to the airport. They kept stopping me. What is this in your? And this is stand. And he's like, "Oh, we thought you had something else in here." I'm like, "Come on now." I'm like, "I'm not that foolish," but I understand TSA got to do their job. But
I get flagged every time.
Yeah, it was. I get
flagged. Well, I haven't got flagged since I've been bringing that.
Yeah,
no, so that was. So the last 2 trips I've been taking, I took, like, we went to Atlanta.
Do that.
We went to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get flagged, and then I just went to Houston. I didn't get flagged, but. I used to get flagged with that big ass motherfucker, and it's just heavy though.
Yeah.
Carrying all that shit, carrying mic stands and all that shit. That shit, like that shit just wear you down.
You use these for it?
Yep.
Okay, that's smart. That's super.
4 of these, you know what I'm saying? Just in case, you know what I'm saying? It sound great shit. It sound amazing shit. The motherfuckers got great sound and shit. So, but I picked that up off of watching somebody on YouTube, and they had that motherfucker. Like, oh, okay. And it's compact, you know, so I can use that. Definitely can use that motherfucker.
I'm definitely gonna do that then. Because
and they got the soundboard on there too.
Oh yeah,
like sound built.
Oh wow,
they got the little soundboard.
Hey Zoom, give dude some money, man.
On the
he just sold your product, by the way. He just sold your product.
Holla at me, Zoom. And they got mics too. Yeah. And the mics is mics is. Do I got one? I do got one. It's another. I'll show you when we get
okay.
But they got mics, and their mics is cheap, and they look just like the what's the name?
The Rhodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look exactly like the Rhodes, bro.
Okay.
But they lighter. You know what I'm saying? But I use those in here when we doing podcasts in here. But yeah, man, the motherfuckers alright, man.
That's 150.
150, bro. I swear to God, 150.
I'm about to get that.
175 at the most, but I think it's 150 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad because I think the Scarlet came under like I want to say about almost 2. Yeah. So it was like 199, I think.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, fam, for when we go on the road, want to do pods and stuff like that, definitely got that.
Going back to your we got technical, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh, what you got new? What you got new? Like you like a kid in a candy store. You like, man, what's new? What's new?
No, I love coming across new shit.
Me too.
New tech and shit.
Oh
like
man,
that.
just buying stuff, man.
On the real, buying stuff, trying it out. On the real,
trying it out, and then just got a box somewhere, man, and then you just got a whole
on the real
box.
I probably got 2 or 3 interfaces in there. Like I done tried. I bought. Like I remember I bought during the pandemic, I bought that thing that everybody was using on fucking IG to get their sound into IG. I bought one of those.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I ended up I used the shit out of that motherfucker because I was using it to put.
Was it the Rode one?
I bought the, I think Mackie had one.
Okay.
I know it was white, but it plugged everything. I could plug my mic in there, my aux in there. And it went into the, you know what I'm saying, the computer. So when I was doing the remote shit, motherfuckers could hear the music if they played music in there. And then it sounded good. And, you know what I'm saying, I could do everything I needed through that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need all the other shit no more and shit. So I definitely, man, I got so much gear,
dog. Tools out there.
On the real,
it's so many tools.
On the real, dog.
And that's why I ask people all the time, like, they're like, I want to start a podcast. What's your budget?
Because I can make it happen with whatever budget you need.
Whatever budget you need, it can happen. Like, it can happen. If you just want a mic and, you $80.
On the real.
You get you a nice, decent mic for $80. Actually, less than that.
On the real, dog. And you can plug that motherfucker into your computer, and figure it out. Fam.
Now you got a show.
On the real, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so... But for going back to see the thing is, I think managing, especially at that level, which is I don't know if you want to call it corporate, but Joe Budden, Joe Budden podcast, he's the flagship show. Yeah. I didn't even know they were still under Joe Budden's podcast.
They were still under Joe Budden, bro. They're still under the network.
I did not know that. I know he got another podcast too that I've been seeing.
Football trenches.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
In the trenches.
Yep. So, and I don't know how often Joe salutes those podcasts, but if you want to contrast, I don't know if you want to call him Charlemagne Magneto or Professor X. They got that little thing going. Charlemagne does a great job highlighting all the shows under the Black Effect Network.
Definitely does.
He does a great job. Joe, I didn't know that they were still under there. So
they're still under them.
He's probably still it's like that relationship between the artist and the the artist and the label, where it's hard when you're the artist and the label.
Exactly.
And in that case, Joe Budden Podcast is the flagship. He runs that. That's his baby. That's him. It's his name on it. And how do you manage
somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, so that was interesting to me because I didn't know they were still under there. And I can understand as an artist or as a artist using this same lingo or metaphor. I'm frustrated because you're not promoting us. When are you coming on?
Yeah.
When the last time Joe was on the show? I remember when they first started. He was there.
I probably was that time when they had the little incident with the girl.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was the last time. And I think they kind of split ways, but I think contractually that they still were under Joe.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they still were moving as independent, but I think they were still under Joe.
So the football show, and like I said, I'm tapped out with that show. Is Joe on that? Did he ever come on that show?
No,
Did he
I
talk about it?
I don't think he's been on there. But he has talked about it, he hasn't been on there. No,
Got you. And
because I think they're in Indiana because it's the Indiana the Colts.
Okay, the Colts.
The defense from the Colts is the three of them and shit.
Okay. So. Dope. So, and like I said, it really is hard when you're the label and the artist and the talent, if you will, and you're the talent running the label, and it's like
it gets difficult.
So it's like, how do you do that? But with podcasting, is a little different because podcasting is a little more independent as opposed to, an artist and a label. An artist might have to, hey, I need to go to Japan. I need a budget for Japan. I'm trying to tour over there, overseas.
I need music. Yep. I need somebody to help me find and select music. So that's a budget. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so with the podcast, though, it's like, all right, I'm going to get my little cousin. I'm going to teach him how to do podcasts. And then,
And I think that's what... I think that's why the boom. That's where the boom came from, because everybody was like, "Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, I can do that."
You know what I'm saying? As long as you had somebody like you that could tell them, "Oh, I can get this, and this." You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? And then I think that's where the podcast boom came from, where it was just everybody like, it was a million of them, bro.
I told, but I always give them a warning. I said, you want to do this, that's fine, but you're going to have to be consistent.
You're going to have to be consistent, and it's not as easy as everybody thinks it is, bro.
Nope. You got to depend. I tell people all the time, like, depending on how you want your show, you need to figure out your schedule, how you want to do it, because once your show comes out there to the world and you get at least 10 to 100 people liking your show, it's like, now you got to be consistent. People going to be calling you out on your words.
That's a fact, bro.
Hitting you up. Like, why did you say this?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you,
do you remember saying, man, we was doing YBL. It was people saying, like, you remember you said this on episode 3? No, I do not. Absolutely not. You tell me. Please give me the markers and the time.
On the real stuff.
I'd be like, I don't remember saying that. And if I said that, oops.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what to say.
Exactly.
Like,
so y'all not doing YBO no more?
No, we haven't. So, I mean, Teresa's doing her own thing.
Yeah, I see she's doing producing too, right?
Yeah, so I think, I forgot the name of the station. I think it was called Studio Pod or something like that. She's a producer there, and she's producing a lot of shows.
Yeah,
like I
seen that.
Every time I mention Teresa, I got to shout out her because she kind of, with our show, she took it under her him to say, I'm going to be the producer. She got the equipment.
Yeah.
I started off knowing the little stuff that I did know, but she took it to the next level.
Yeah, like she was finding new platforms to record through and all kind of shit,
Clean feed. She told me about Squadcast because I think they were using Squadcast or something like that. Yeah. So I was like, man, kudos to you. And she's still rocking and doing her thing.
Shout out to Reese.
Yeah.
Reese Berry.
Yeah, Reese Berry. My bad. Lassie doing her thing. So everybody, whenever people move, I know y'all show moved. Y'all still rocking though. Yeah. But I think people
I've been looking for a new streaming platform because I like StreamYard, but it's not as clear as the clarity is not as where I wanted to be.
Squadcast. I would say Squadcast is really good. Clear. They can get up to, beta. I think they have beta up to 4K.
Oh, okay. Sure. Hell yeah.
1080p.
For sure.
Is the 1080p.
I think what's the name only goes up to 720 low key.
Really? Even with the full version? What? Oh yeah. Go to Squadcast. Yeah, Squadcast. And they just partnered with Descript. So whatever you say on your show, Descript will automatically transcribe it for you.
Hell yeah.
And that's what I've been doing. I just been taking everything from that to Descript. And actually, I use, talking about AI and just tools, I don't even write I haven't wrote a podcast description episode in like forever.
What do you use? What do you use?
So this is what I do. I go to Descript. I take the episode, go to Descript. They transcribe everything for me. I just kind of do like a little dry run, maybe fix some names, fix people names. We black, we got different names. I'll highlight it all, go to ChatGPT.
That's my fucking shit right now, dog. I love ChatGPT, dog.
The title of this episode is called "Run Me My Money." I'm just making something up. Yeah. Here's a mini. Here. I want you to write an episode description, podcast episode description for this title, "Run Me My Money," based off of this transcript. Click, boom. Welcome to another episode of Share the Vibes podcast. In this fun and amazing episode, we talk with Devin Jenkins and Mwanje Thompson and their special guests, blah 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 blah. And in this episode, at the marker, I'm like,
fuck with ChatGPT, dog. ChatGPT is the dog. That shit is amazing, bro.
Just sit back, drink your coffee, on the let it run, and then it be talking to you, be like, was that good enough for you? I was like, yep, no, you did good, Chat. You did good. You did good, baby. You did good, baby.
Nah, I love that shit. I use that shit for everything, bro.
Man.
Resumes, fucking, the letter that you sent with the resume, all that shit, bro.
Yep.
On the reels, and it got me. You know what I'm saying? It got me a little, cause a job reached out to me, and I sent my cover letter, sent a resume, it created a resume, took that shit, threw it in Canva, they gave it a look and shit. Yep. On the rails, they offered me a lot of money, and then my company ended up matching it. But you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So I got to stay where I'm at and get the money and shit.
That's dope.
But yeah, I love ChatGPT.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Have you been using the? Because I've been seeing the video AI joints. You been using that too?
So
to make the clips and shit, right?
So So I use OpusClips.pro, I think it's called, or something like that. Same thing. So you're doing your video. So you would take this video right here that we're on right now, put it on YouTube, or you could upload it to Opus. I like using the YouTube link, and it would just run it. So they prefer videos like this where we're talking mostly, because the AI, whatever that algorithm does, is picking up our conversation. And what it does is it takes that conversation, cut it up to about, depending on how long the episodes are, to like maybe 30 minutes, 30 clips, excuse me. And if you want them to be longer than a minute, you can. If you want to keep them short, you keep them, do that. And now with the recent update, they actually they used to give you just a score. It's like out of 100. So this might be 90. This particular clip might be a 98. Why? Because it has a good hook and, it's engaging, blah, 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 based off of their algorithm. Now they actually give you a grade. So like this, they'll say like, okay, this is an A because of the hook, but maybe this is a B because, it was all kind of people were talking over each other or something like that. So now it really gets into the possibility, and that grade is that possibility of it going viral.
Exactly.
Possibility of it going viral. So, and it does everything for you. Like it will chop the, split the thing down the middle, or put it,
okay. So it split us in two.
Yep. It will split us in two. And then when it talking, and then like while you're talking, it might just zoom into you, or just have your face right there. And while you're talking, and then as soon as I start talking, it will
zoom over to you.
Amazing.
Yeah, I gotta go fuck with that.
Yes.
I gotta go fuck with that shit.
Amazing. For you, if you want to start off, I think they give you like 2-3 hours for your first trial, and then they give it 2-3 hours every month. But me and you being podcast producers and network owners, we got multiple shows, so like that 2-3 hours ain't gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. So I think like a full version or pro version is like $100-something a year. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that ain't bad.
And they give you like a couple more hours.
That ain't bad.
Or do like I do, just get multiple emails sometimes. Yeah. multiple emails.
On the real.
And there's another tool called video.ai.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. I started using that one first till I found out about Opus. Opus is a lot better. Yeah, Opus is really good.
Yeah, dog. What are some of the other tools that you're using as a networker? Try to streamline your process and help with that, because I remember when I first started taking on people. When I started taking on clients as far as editing and doing all that, I used to spend hours, bro, editing podcasts. Yeah. Like hours, dog, making sure that shit was. And then I remember we talked about it a couple of those pods ago, where me, you, and Tone used to just give out the secrets and shit. Yeah. And I told you I started making templates and shit. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you're doing now as far as making your process easier for you? Yeah.
So AI, like I said, that my biggest game changer was the YouTube descriptions, or the actually just taking those and really just going in and saying, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Or just taking the actual audio and transcribing it, taking that, putting it out in ChatGPT, because it's analyzing everything that happened in the show. Yeah. And it's doing it for me, because now I don't have to go back in the show myself and listen. Now it's going to do all that for me, and it's going to give me a nice little lump of what this episode is about. Yeah. Canva has been my best friend as well. I love Canva, for sure. I use Canva for everything. Mm-hmm. I mean everything, like from creating pitch decks to one of the things I just learned recently is the capability statement. Oh yeah. So I didn't know nothing about that. Somebody told me about that, so I created my capability statement, all the way to everything. I just covers, use covers, everything. I
use it for merch, like merch decks and shit like that. The ads and stuff that I create for the merch for Instagram, and they give you full Instagram, Facebook, all that, like the different sizes, all that stuff. So Canva is definitely a tool that I use, and I pay for that one. For sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Pro me on that.
Pro me on that. I like that. Pro me on that one. For
sure.
I messed around and got the year version. I was like, I was paying like what, $12, $13 a month. I was like, let me go ahead and save us a little bread.
Yeah, bro.
What else? Canva's been very, very. YouTube thumbnails on Canva, because I've been really pushing YouTube lately.
Yeah, man.
And just getting those videos out there and just making sure we post them on our YouTube. Make sure we got the playlist all set and ready to go.
So you're using the name for the shorts and stuff like that? The shorts.
Yep, I'm using Opus for the shorts. Yep. Okay. So and then by now I'm starting to get more traction on YouTube. I've been learning how to differentiate between short clips and the long clips, and how to use those interchangeably. It's very interesting. YouTube is interesting.
It is, bro.
It's a slow burn.
It is.
That is a slow burn. Like Instagram, you can get lucky. TikTok, you can get lucky, but YouTube is a slow burn, man. Oh my goodness, dude! Like. It took me forever to get to 100. Like I just recently got to 100, and I just checked today. I was like 107, and then at the end of the day today, I got 2 more subscribers. I'm like, I don't know where y'all came from.
Yeah.
I appreciate it,
but I appreciate it for sure.
And their programs that they're trying to do. It's like it's grueling. Like you got to get just to even get eligible. 1,000 people, 1 million, 3 million watch time on shorts. Yeah. So that means you got to go viral on at least 3 videos.
Yeah, bro.
If you can catch one, that's great.
Yeah.
So it's just, man, that's been tough. But using these AI tools, that's another one. I know I was missing one. So I have this tool called VidPro. VidPro will go onto you. It will latch on. It's an attachment onto your YouTube channel, and it will. If you get the Pro version, you get coaches and everything like that. But that's all out there.
Okay.
What I like is that it will go in your video and it'll give your video a score based off of the things you should have on your video.
Okay.
For instance, like it'll use AI to look at your title, and it'll give you points if your title is one short. It'll give you points. Like 20% of your points come from there. Now 80% of your points come from there, and then 20% of your points come from other stuff. So like the 80% is short title, evoking title. Like does it evoke emotion? Is there any thumbnails? Do you have custom thumbnails?
Okay.
What else? Do you have chapters on your on your videos? I use ChatGPT for that.
For the chapters?
Yep, for the chapters. I say, hey, I got this video, it's 9 minutes and 55 seconds. I actually just did it before I came.
Yeah.
9 minutes and 55 seconds. Based off of this transcript, can you give me many chapters? And it kind of rough because I don't give it all the time. I don't give the timestamps. So it'll come up with its own timestamps, and I'm like, all right, I can use that. And then I just change
it to where it's actually at.
Yep. So VidPro does a really great job with that. I think it's like $10 a month. And then, like I said, it'll latch on to one of your YouTube channels, and it'll just give you a score. Every month they'll give you, I think 3 suggestions that you should do, and to scale,
scale up.
Yep, scale up. And man, that was really helpful. So now even though I'm spending a little bit more time on those videos now, I'm always making sure I'm hit those checkpoints.
Yeah, man.
Because then now YouTube says, oh, you got chapters in this video, you got this in your video, you got that in your video.
You got to send the motherfuckers to you.
Yep. It start. Yep, exactly.
Trying to play in the algorithm game.
Yep, algorithm games. Yeah. Yep. Make sure you got them end screens, some cards on there. Like, and now I'm looking like every time I watch a YouTube video, now I'm like, oh, you got.
Now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense.
On the real, me and Seth have been talking about starting a reaction channel.
Okay, yeah. That's. I was just thinking about that's gonna go crazy.
We've been thinking about doing that
that's
shit.
Gonna go crazy.
We've been talking about it for a long time, but we actually did one, and the fucked up part is I didn't record it on the thing like I usually do. And the fucking audio was fucking missing, bro.
Oh man.
And I usually hit the button anytime I'm recording through it. I usually hit the button just in case, you know what I'm saying, something like that happened, and the shit happened. Bro.
Yeah.
Because I could have easily just took the video and threw the audio on top of it and shit, but that shit was funny as fuck though. We did a reaction to K Simone, the girl that was on Drewski.
Yeah.
Yep. She's from Kenosha and shit.
Oh,
so
word.
We did a reaction to that, but it was funny as fuck.
Dog, that's
swear to God, that shit was funny as fuck. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna figure it out once we can get our schedules to match and stuff and all that stuff.
Reaction videos are dope.
Yeah, it's funny because you know what I'm saying. We watch that shit on YouTube anyways. And shit, so why not
do it?
Why not try to get some money off that shit too? Low-key.
What I use to edit my videos now, and I think it's frowned upon in the industry because I mentioned it to somebody and she was like, okay. She kind of hit me with one of those like, okay. In her mind, she's like, you amateur.
Yeah.
It's CapCut.
Oh no, I've been seeing motherfuckers do that.
Man, CapCut is amazing. What I love,
I low key seen it in porn. Like people use it in porn, bro.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm like, what? No,
I swear to God,
I'm thinking they using the Final Cut Pro or something. They using CapCut. Wow,
using CapCut, bro.
That's crazy.
On the reals, but no, I definitely got CapCut in my phone.
Sure. Dope. Okay, yes, I use the I have it on my phone and I have it on the computer as well. The only tool I really love about that is it syncs your audio for you.
Exactly.
That's it. That's what I love.
I mean, it does it in Final Cut Pro, but it's a process to do this shit, bro.
You just highlight both the audio and right click, sync, and it right like I said, some of the time I don't get it right, but majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, it gets it right.
Because I know Final Cut Pro, it was a problem where the shit was drifting off. As far as it's like if you had a longer video, then they fixed that and they had a plug-in where you could go and it keep it in sync and shit.
Yeah.
But it's been okay. It's been okay. I fuck with Final Cut.
Yeah, Final Cut's dope.
Final
Cut's dope.
CapCut,
they got it on filters.
I fuck with CapCut. Yeah, I fuck with CapCut.
You can throw
your
own custom LUTs, or if you bought some LUTs in there, you can buy those. You can throw those in there as well too. And since I bought a camera, I've been looking at all camera videos on YouTube.
On the real.
I'm like, how to make my YouTube more cinematic. Now that's all you see down that pops up. I got a Sony FX30.
Wow, you got that?
Yeah, somebody's working. His name is Tyree Pope. Shout out to Tyree.
That's an expensive ass camera.
It was 1800.
Yeah,
it was 1800.
But it's a good camera though.
It's a really good.
It's a good camera. It's a
really
great
camera. They said that was like if you want to get cinematic, but you don't want to really break the bank because they said the F30.
That's the one that they filmed the movie with the F30. I forgot which one. It was
really?
a Blockbuster movie. They filmed it with the F-30, bro.
Because I was
all F-30s.
I was just looking at Netflix, and it was like the cameras that are acceptable for Netflix, and I think it was they didn't have the FX30, but they had the big brother, the full body, the FX3.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was like, well, if you're trying to get into cinema, go to the FX30, and then if you want to work your way up to FX3.
That was one of the ones I was thinking about getting. Yeah, because I love Sony. I got the A6400 right now. So.
Yeah, Sony. I think Sony makes some of the best cameras.
No, they definitely do. Like crispy.
Yeah.
Low light.
Yep.
Work with low light and all that stuff. Lenses are good. All that stuff.
Yeah.
So I just bought the grip, battery grip.
Oh, dope, for real?
Yeah.
Oh man, that when I seen them people, I don't know if you got a rig or not, but if you do, let me know where you get your rig from. When I seen them people put them little rigs and stuff.
Oh, you talking about the
Yeah, they got the XLR handles, and then they got the whole body rig thing, so it looks like one of them movie cameras. Yeah, the gimbals. Yeah, I got a couple gimbals. Mm-hmm. And like when I saw like they put them rigs together, like you can do this and then you can attach an extra. I was like, this easily about to be $13,000 like for one camera. Like
on the reels, bro. And the lenses most low key is the most expensive things, bro.
Oh,
the motherfucker be
I
like
did not
$1,200 for a lens, dog.
I wanted a lens with because I want to do more talking head videos.
Yeah.
And I wanted a lens with low aperture. I think this was called low aperture. I think it was like a 1.4, 1.2 aperture.
Yeah.
That joker ended up being like $500, $600. I'm like, golly, man.
Yeah, bro. They'll run it up on you.
That's a whole nother bag I'm trying to understand and learn, man. That's because people want to. I was using my phone. The phone did good.
Yeah, no, I do good.
It does great. The 15, great, but you only get 3 lenses.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't be flexible now. Yeah. The camera, you can be flexible. You can get different lenses.
But somebody said that they just filmed that the Usher video.
Oh yeah, on the 15. Yeah. Yep, on the 15.
That shit look crispy as a motherfucker.
Yeah, no, yeah, they can do his job, but I think it's the post production.
Yeah, that where motherfuckers be going crazy. Yeah.
So
I just bought that streaming camera.
Oh, dope. Okay.
The Insta 360, Insta 360, I think it's called. But it got the little gimbal on there.
Oh, dope. And it followed you and everything? Yep. Oh, that's dope. That's
so
dope.
I use that for the streaming when we doing the streaming, and then when I do like these and stuff, I just use the Sony and shit. But.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's a whole nother bag, man.
But it's another bag that, you know what I'm saying, now you can charge more for it.
You can charge more for it.
It's an add-on now. You can. I got multiple cameras. That's why I want to get another camera. I want to get the switcher, get all that stuff. Because you can... With the switcher, you can add the audio, all that shit together and shit, and you ain't got to worry about fucking doing that shit in post and shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
man.
That's a whole.
We got a little geeky. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't help it, dog.
Man, it's so much.
On the real, I can't help it.
It's so much, man. It's so much, and it's just, man, it's so much. It's so much.
And I'm glad that we figuring that shit out, bro.
Yes. I learned last year that the question that I was asked, I went through the blueprint. Shout out to Q and Khalif, their accelerator. And I had this really great teacher. Her name is Sumitra. And I won't forget her because she's like probably one of the dopest teachers I ever had.
Yeah.
She's like a therapist teacher. I never had a therapist, but I would assume I would assume that her style of teaching is like therapy because she never gave us the answer. She worked us up to the answer.
Okay.
And so one of the things in the class was getting your message out there. What type of messaging do you have for your podcast? And like the 13 weeks, she like drilled us. Like I had said something one time and she was like, nope, you could do better. Like, I want you to go harder, go deeper. I was like, really? Like, you even make me turn away from investors. Like, I don't even want to invest in my stuff. But once I finally got it, she was like, that's it. And she's cold with it. So that's one of the things I learned last year was messaging of your network. What are you trying to portray?
Yeah.
And so now I'm like taking those ideas and now moving those ideas into this year, but looking at it from a corporate lens of how, this is for, those that want to actually start a podcast. You should come here, do this. This is what we do. This is how we do it. This is so if you want, this is what you're looking for. Come this way. Now I'm looking at corporations like, okay, this is what we do. If you want to, if this is what you're looking for, come this way as well too. So that was dope, and I would recommend anybody going through the blueprint and like accelerator, because at first I'm thinking like, okay, I'm a podcast network. How does this work? But at the end of the day, you're a business still.
Exactly,
you're still a business. The same principles apply to business, and so now it's just open up. Like I've been focused on business credit, like how to get that. I found out, how that worked. And I got my first business credit card, and I was like, okay, all right, this is different. Okay. This is different. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting this much, but okay. It's like, how does that work? And man, now it's just tapping into mentors and just really just going out there and just talking to folks and saying, hey, this is my business. And I talked to this one lady. She was like, you need to scale it. This is what you need to do to scale. And like this, I just met her like the first 30 minutes. She was like, you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to automate this. You need to automate that. I was like, all right, I'm finna hit you up every month. Bro. So
just to pick your brain.
Just to pick your brain, man. So I'll like I said, after this, I'll introduce you to her, or just let you know what program I went through. Okay. Because I think it's beneficial for us. It really is beneficial for us. So yeah, that's one of the things I've been really going through this year, and I finally became a board member.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
And I'm gonna talk to you about it as well too. But so for the Wisconsin, I think I told you about this last year, but for the Wisconsin Black Media Association.
Oh yeah.
So this year, the National Association of Black Journalists is coming to Chicago.
Oh, that's what's up.
And like I didn't know. I'm like I said, this is my second year in it. I didn't know this was a thing. Like all the hotels are booked up for that weekend. I think it's like that end of July, beginning of August weekend. Yeah. Man, hotels are booked up. They got so much stuff going on. It's crazy, dude. And so one of the things, my mission as a board member chair is to make sure that podcasters are represented in those meetings.
No, for sure.
So that's why I'm like, if you're a podcaster, you want to know more about media, come through, pull up at the Wisconsin Black Media Association.
See, I told y'all he the future. So.
No,
like
man.
I couldn't give you none of this stuff because I'll be too busy trying to figure out merch ideas and stuff like that.
Me too. I've been through so many iterations though. I'm like, I was Optimistic Sounds. Now I'm Audio Moguls Media. Now I'm thinking about changing to one more name, and I think that might be it for real.
That might be it.
That might be it for real. So I'm like, we do more than audio now. But
bro, on the rails, bro.
So I'm like, okay, all right, it'll have to be a different name. But the reason why I joined though was because getting to know all the black media professionals here. Yeah. But I don't know the traditional media side. That's the TMJ4s, the CBS 58s. Yeah. How do we as podcasters tap into those people? And so when I got there, I'm like, hey, I'm the podcast guy, non-traditional, you know what I'm saying?
Learned it on our own, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't go to journalism school, y'all did all that. I didn't. And come to find out, it was like, well, I mean, I'm a newscaster, and I want to start my own podcast.
Exactly.
So welcome aboard. I'm like, okay, all right. So y'all do like us.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And yeah, man. So meetings are every second Saturday from like for an hour from like. I think it's from 11 to 12.
Yeah, because I came in for one of them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And so, we meeting in person now. So we have Marquette. I think the Marquette Journalism School. Meeting there. Come through if you are a black podcaster. You want to learn more about podcaster. If you hold the boom mic, come through. Like pull up just to learn more.
Learn more.
Exactly. So actually, I think I put your name on the list. Meaning what we were doing, one of our biggest, our first thing as the new board or whatever is to get all the people that are in media on this list, and I'll send you the list. I think I put your name on it, but I don't remember. I'll send it to you though, so you can just pass it around.
No, I definitely got you.
Put your name on that list, and now our goal is just network.
Yeah,
there's
man.
people podcasters, and there's people that are regular news folks, producers, and things like that. So that's been like cool for the first year.
That's how we're gonna upgrade, fam.
Yep, that's it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Because I wanted to get this space next door, but it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of room, dog, and I could have did a lot with that, but somebody ended up getting it. But
okay,
bro. But I really wanted to be on the other side, away from the street, so I don't have the street ambiance and all that shit. And motherfuckers zooming up and down Capitol and shit. But yeah, dog. So I'm still looking. I think I'm gonna look for a bigger space. I'm gonna ask him about some different spaces in here, but. Yeah, man. With trying to figure out the video and all that stuff, I want to change up some stuff. That's why I bought the lights and new couch. I'm gonna redo the back and stuff. So definitely want to upgrade and try to figure it out, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
especially with the video now. Like that's where podcasting.
Oh yeah,
like it's not just audio no more. And stuff,
nope. You actually have a show now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a show now. So. I put a bid in for MK, not MK. What's it called? Summerfest Tech.
Oh, okay.
And they're looking for panels to kind of. That's the first year doing it, where you suggest a panel to be on the show.
Okay.
And so if I get it, I'm gonna have you. If you're in town or whatever it is,
I'll be here.
Come on, pull up.
I'll pull up for that for sure.
We're doing it. It's gonna be called what's the name of it? It's gonna be called Scale Your Show. Mm-hmm. How to use AI to scale your show. But we're going to be talking about everything.
Yeah.
So
are y'all doing Share the Vibe Fest again?
Yes. Yep. So doing the Share the Vibe Fest again this year. It's going to be at the no, I shouldn't say that because I think we're still looking at that space, but we want it to be at the Miramar Theater.
Okay.
I think some folks already kind of booked up those dates, so we're looking around to see if
I'm gonna be in town for that one.
For sure. Share the vibes. But you gonna do something on the stage, you know?
I might bless him with some music. I'm working on. I basically was just working on the project. Bergie just came and dropped a verse off.
Dope.
Yep, for my birthday, project coming. I'll give y'all the title once we get closer to it. I already got it. Merch ideas and all that stuff. We working on that stuff. Just trying to get all that stuff aligned. So I know this is about to be crunch time and stuff coming up to my birthday. That's when shit gets stressful.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure everything sounds right. Somebody need you for. I'm gonna be doing some podcasts and stuff for it too.
Okay, dope.
So I'm definitely gonna need you for that.
Let's do it.
I got to get a cameraman so he can come film all that stuff. But I want to make it kind of like what Jay did with 444. So I'm gonna play the songs and then just, you know what I'm saying, kind of talk and show, not kind of talk and explain the songs and stuff like that. So that'll
be something. I'm gonna talk to Devin and see if he can be in town for that.
I'll definitely love to have him here because
he definitely. Yep. He's on his DJ bag and that'll be dope.
I definitely would love to have him here. But you want to give them your socials, man? We can get on out here. I know we probably like an hour. Yeah, right.
Are we? Yeah.
57 minutes.
Feel like it.
On the real, dog. If Seth would have been here, we'd have kept going. And stuff. But dog, I just got a memory that we did our first live show outside of the city. It was 6 years ago.
Oh, dope! Yeah, was that Cleveland?
Yep.
Cleveland, I remember that. I remember that episode.
That's crazy, dog. Just thinking about that, like, damn, we did that shit a long ass time ago. Like, tried to
innovative.
Was trying to go on tour, but I want to do that again, dog. We gonna figure it out, dog. To get everybody out here, so we get out on tour, get out on the road, man. Just see some people.
Podcast again, man.
Yeah, that too. Definitely do that too.
But I got somebody I'm gonna talk to. He's really good at getting stuff together like that and getting sponsors.
Oh, that's where it's at right there.
He's a beast with it.
That's where it's at.
Talk to him. I gotta introduce you to him too. Yeah. I talked about him earlier, but we're gonna figure out how to make those connections. But
give me socials.
Yep. So you can follow me personally, Mwanje, MWANJE. Make sure it's me, Mwanje, not the Mwanje artist in Milwaukee. I'm not Milwaukee, in Australia. We always get mixed up. I promise you, it hasn't happened yet this year, but every year I get tagged in something of hers, and I'll be like, look, It happened. I got the name first. You know, she got the little accent over the E for her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I get tagged in something for her. All like, I'll be like, hey, look, I just want to forward this over to you. This is for you, not for me.
On the reels,
because you doing your thing over there. She's like a big artist over there too.
So that's dope. So you might get a little drift off of it.
I told her, I'm like, hey, I'm proud of you. Same name. You're like, hey, good job. Like, you doing your thing. Tell your people to make sure they put that accent over there. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, yeah, Mwanje, you did a great job. Congratulations at the Grammy Award. I'm like, I didn't go to the Grammys.
On the reels, yeah.
Oh man,
yeah,
I don't understand why they don't have. Do they have podcasts for Grammys? That is audiobooks, just audiobooks. Okay. Why don't they have podcasts?
I don't understand either.
Yeah, that's audio. Anyway, so MW, you could be here again. MW,
talking about streaming and all that shit.
Everything. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta tell you about something else too afterwards too.
Okay.
Another thing else, Celebrate I went through.
Okay.
MWA and JE on Instagram. Instagram, TikTok. If you find MWA and JE, and if you put Thompson after that, you'll find everything there.
Yeah.
And then if you want to follow the network or the audio production company, Audio Moguls, AUDIO, Moguls, MOGULS, Media, MEDIA, Audio Moguls Media, or Audio Moguls, you'll be able to find that as well too. Yep. So, that's it. That's
and then the podcast is the.everyday.podcast. I am Everyday Dooch, DUCH. Merch, everyday.merch. Yeah, man, got some stuff coming in the works, so please thank you, and just thank you for all the support, man. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting, that's been watching the videos and listening to the audio. So just thank you, appreciate it. And I guess we'll see you next week, man. Appreciate it.
Peace.